Yeah, so I got a old 1969 Mercedes-Benz. It's been at the body shop for about a year, and I think I've owned it for about a year before that. So I bought it in 2008. I took it for a drive today. It's only been 2 years. I guess it's time to take a spin in the 1969 Mercedes-Benz 280S. This model here is kind of the everyday model from way back then. And it doesn't have all the fancy stuff that some of the other ones had. It's got vinyl seats and stuff in it, but it's a pretty nice car. We'll take it for a spin up the road and see how it goes. It looks alright in there. Automatic transmission, and the pernundle's upside down, and it's got 85,000 miles on it. I am the third owner. Even comes with an 8-track. Well, now here we go. See this thing here? You put it up to about there somewhere, and that's neutral. There's 4th gear. See if we can go anywhere now. Yeah, there we go. Automatic transmission. And lo and behold, the damn thing runs. Away we go. It's got seat belts on. I'll have to stop at the bottom of the driveway and put my seat belts on. I forgot about them. Not very many 1969 cars had shoulder straps and everything. Here we are at my corner, and it stopped. Let's see what happens here. Oh, there, we're running again. Right there is where you turn the key to make it go. And it's a running car. I'll talk to you in a bit. Yeah, so here we are. That's the instrument cluster there. And the clock that doesn't work. This is where the air ventilation comes in. There's no air conditioning in this car. And then I love that symbol over the front of the hood there. There's the radio and the heater and all that kind of stuff that goes along there. And down here is the 8-track. That little button there, I don't really know what it's for. I'll find out sometime. And the glove box is over here. It's all nice wood paneling. And you look inside there, and I got my owner's manual and all that kind of stuff. And the light works. Lo and behold. And up here is the windshield visor, but there's no mirrors in that one. Wonder if there's a mirror on this one. Yeah, no mirrors on that one either. And that one won't stay up unless you really push it. Well, I'll work on that. And that's out the back of the car there. And away we go. Yeah, so I finally discovered what this little button is for. If you reach in here somehow, because I have to get my seatbelt off to do this with the left hand. So you reach in here and you pull on this thing, and you watch out there. That's the antenna for the radio goes up. And you push on it, and the antenna for the radio goes down. How do you like that? Heading up the highway, going about 40 miles an hour, and it seems to be pretty good. A little bit wintry up here today. It needs to warm up good. It's a cold-blooded beast. It needs to warm up good before you take off anywhere. Well, so far it's alright. Speed limit along here is 80 kilometers or 50 miles an hour. So you see 82,000 miles on this car, and the fuel gauge is bopping between empty and half. So I'm heading up to the service station to get some fuel. Here we are heading up the highway towards Alsyke. That's where I can get some gas. And it seems to drive along pretty good. Nice smooth drive on the pavement. You can see in the mirror that we're heading up the highway. And everything's okay. So far so good. 100 kilometers an hour, 60 miles an hour. Pretty comfy. Yeah, here we are. And it's a little bit frosty out here today. The temperature outside is -5 or -10 or something like that. Snow in the ditches, and it's October 26th, 2010. And now we're getting close to our local service station, and the blinker lights even work. Everything worked when I stuck it back together, which is kind of amazing. So here we come into our service station here. Outside corner, turn in here, and we'll get some gas here. Oh, it's quit running. I don't know why that would be. Maybe it's out of gas. But close enough. Yeah, here we are. Check out the traffic going both ways. And then proceed. Away we go. Got a 4-speed automatic. There's second gear. There's third gear came on. And away we go. I think we got fourth gear. I must have missed one. Yeah, so here's Carnwood Corner. That's a beekeeper works in there. And that's straight down the highway west to Drayton Valley. This is our property on this side here going by. Our house is up in behind the hill there and in behind those trees, so you can't see it from the highway. We go straight down the road to Modest Creek. I'm just out taking a spin in the 1969 Mercedes and blowing out some of the yuck that's accumulated in it over the last year and a half that it's been at the body shop, or the last year that it's been at the body shop. I guess the carburetors need a bit of cleaning out, and maybe I'll have to take them out and do some adjusting on them. We'll see about that. I'll open up the hood a little bit later and see show you what's underneath there. Yeah, now here we go down the hill to the North Saskatchewan River. And here we go over the river. There's the river out that way. That's towards Edmonton. And that way, that's towards Drayton Valley. And this way is towards Tomahawk. Now, for any of you that are interested, here's where you open up the motor down here. And then you look in it like that, and there's the old Mercedes-Benz 6-cylinder motor running away there. Click, 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 click. And it's got 2 carburetors in there, one for the back half and one for the front half, and they're both 2-barrel carburetors. And they run along pretty good. And it's a 6-cylinder motor. Don't even know how many horsepower it is, but enough to move this little car along. Power brakes, power steering, all that kind of stuff. I'll close it back up. Then in the back of the car, this is where you get into the trunk. Yeah, press this button here. And there's the spare tire. I do believe that's like a 1969 spare tire. I don't think it's ever been used. Bias ply. And there's radial tires everywhere else on it. And the inside of the trunk is pretty nice and clean. So, I'll close that up. And here I am up on the top of the hill, close to Tomahawk. There's what the car looks like from this angle, with all the chrome back on except for a couple of reflector lights. And there's what the car looks like from this angle, with all the chrome back on except for said reflector lights. And there it is from this angle, and it just motors along nice. Yeah, there we are, somewhere in Alberta, close to a town called Tomahawk. It's hard to get a good photo op here with all the traffic going back and forth on the highway next to Tomahawk. Yeah, here I am, out cruising along the highway in Alberta. Got maybe 30 miles on the car today. There you go, I turned on the headlights and it seems that the dashboard light works okay. Lights in behind the heaters work okay. Even the little lights that are beside the gear shift programmable thing work okay. Not quite too dark out yet. Here's a tour of the neighborhood now. We're going down the Lyndale Road in towards, well, Lyndale. But before we get there, there's a golf course called Greenwood Village Greens, or what is it? It's called something. I'll find out. Yeah, so here's the development around the golf course that's yet to be named. We'll name it soon. There's houses in behind the trees here. These guys all have a view of the golf course. I better slow down to the 50 zone through here. 50 kilometers, not 50 miles. Birchwood Village Greens, that would be the name of the golf course. They have a little campground over here that they use. And you can stay there if you're a member of the club. And there's the club right there. This is the Modest Creek that we're crossing now. There it is. On that side of the road is the Lyndale Community Hall. Now this road here goes up towards the town of Lyndale. Yeah, so here we come up on the town of Lyndale. This is the newest development around here. Looks like somebody's building a garage. And then this is the old town here. And this town's been here for a long time. There we are, town of Lyndale. Used to be a service station, isn't anymore. So here we are coming down to our house at Carnwood. This is our land up in here with the beaver ponds on it. And the trees that are pushed over by the beavers, and their house is up behind the trees up there, and this would be our gate right here. Yeah, so back up the driveway and we're home. And that little car there, that's a bit of a project.